Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline report. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against Portland, and they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
Yeah, fortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those beats. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Harris, and it's AI in at the center position. Orlando shooting their first shots from the free throw line. And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. Maybe always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Stolen by Bamba. Augustine against Rondo. To the paint. Here's Gordon, and it's denied. They get it back. Gordon a screen. Here's Fournier, and it's AI with the rebound. Here's Los Angeles now. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target.
Wrong buttons. Wrong controls.
Augustine against Rondo. Bamba setting the pick for Augustine. Gordon with a screen on run. 5 on the clock. Augustine, that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
James, the pass to Kuzma. There's the screen. Lakers working the ball around now. AI in the post. He's covered by Isaac. And that one's good. AI.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here is Augustine. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Outside Fournier. Gordon with the screen for Fournier. High, arcing shot. Bamba kicks to Isaac. Harris in the double team. To the middle. Another shot. He lays it in. Bamba's got his first 2 points.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Here's Harris.
Oh my God, he didn't
with a
even
14-footer.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
That's all you want. It's a good shot to get yourself in a rhythm. For him, he's going to want a lot more than that to come.
Here's Gordon after the made shot from Corey Harris. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Kuzma with it. Bamba picks him up. Kuzma passes to AI.
Dude.
And it's blocked.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
AI in the post. A 26-point game for him in the win against Portland. Magic leading by 3. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. There's a screen. Back to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. The Lakers with the rebound.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, LeBron!
He reads the play perfectly. There with a quick reaction time.
Now here is Augustine. Provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Kicks to Gordon. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Augustine. Gordon's got his
What the
first
fuck
point.
is going on? This is
Lakers
New
trail
Orleans.
by
We should be
5.
destroying these guys.
Rondo passes to Kuzma.
Dude.
To the left side wing. And AI throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now, here's Bamba.
Dude, don't. What?
And
Why
the
did you
closer
come
to the
off
basket
him?
Bamba is, the more effective
He
he
just
is.
fucking came off of him
Outstanding
and
at
like
using
left him
his
wide
size
open all the way.
inside.
Here's
Oh my
Harris.
god.
He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Don't forget his rebounding work too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
What the fuck, LeBron?
Magic leading by 5. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson, all
This is
joined in
ridiculous.
short
We're getting
order.
blown out by
We'll see
fucking
how
New
far
Orleans.
this team goes.
Because of
but
stupid-ass
you
mistakes that I
cannot
can't
deny how
control.
interesting things have gotten with this roster.
And here's AI following Evan Fournier's 3. And AI gets it to go.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
The Magic have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. And Augustine kicks to Bamba. Back to Augustine.
Really? Oh my god, get on your man, dude. What are you
That's the
doing,
shot they're
Rondo?
looking for. Clean three-pointer. Just can't get it to go.
Down low, Kuzma.
Oh.
It's tipped.
This is, I don't know if the updates hit yet or
Looking
not.
for his
I
first
didn't look.
basket still in this one.
But this is, like, everything is getting blocked. That's
And
crazy.
stolen by Harris. And now Harris running the floor all by himself.
Like, oh my god, everything is getting blocked now. They just fucked up again. They just turned the block way the hell
To
up.
Isaac.
And now everything's getting blocked. How can
Here's
you,
Augustine.
all you do is make basketball games. Like, how can you be this bad about
Here's
it?
Bamba. Got a piece of it.
It's ridiculous. I don't even trust, like, that block was something I
Rondo
did.
with that clean look. He frames the
Because
quick
of how
shot.
easily they're coming.
Rondo's got his
It's like
first points
steals
in this
when
one.
the game first
And
came
while
out.
that jump shot has been a work in progress throughout his career, Rondo every now and then can get hot.
And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Over Harris.
Dude, I couldn't get
Fournier's shot
inside
is
him.
off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
A slam dunk by Corey Harris.
Just
I
solid
don't know if they
up
did.
there.
God damn it!
That one down.
I don't know if they've done anything or not, but it feels still like ass.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
That seems about right, Greg. I mean, last season was one that both of these teams would like to forget. They got beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for Isaac. And Simmons subbed in for Fournier. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Rajon Rondo. Now here is Augustine. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon with no one around. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Great set play. Laying down the screen and setting up the easy chance.
Harris dishes to AI. Using his post move to get the 2 points. AI's got 8 points.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
At least this game should put me to
57
88.
pick. Vucevic's screen on Ball. That's tipped.
Look, you can block everything now. That's what's
And it's the
happening.
Lakers on the break. Ahead. Kuzma slams it in.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, I looked at only a few players in the league can make it.
Pick by Vucevic. Augustine against Ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Touch by Ball. So for the Magic, Ross comes in for Bamba. And it's Jaron Grant in for Augustine. And then for Los Angeles, Beasley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Ingram comes in for James. And Hart subbed in for Harris. With the fadeaway. And it's Gordon missing. The Lakers trail. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Grant. Michael Beasley picking up that last basket. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Grant's
that?
got his first bucket of the night. And with the long season
Just
ahead,
acted like I wouldn't.
for the best teams, Chris, you get the feeling they wish the playoffs could start tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we see that with Golden State last year? It looked like they were a little bored during the season.
Right.
But what happens during the playoff season? That's why we call it 2 different seasons. But once you reach that elite level, Kevin, everything you do is geared toward winning a championship. Everything. So that's why it's so fun watching the best of the best.
Golden State showed that, of course, last year. And the basket by Gordon.
Play some defense.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here. Ingram kicks to AI.
Oh, why didn't I take it? I should take it.
And it's going to be a 3-6.
Dude, it wouldn't let me out.
Here we are in November.
See, I'm telling you, it fucking makes you stick to the defender is what it does. So it doesn't matter if you make the right play. It's that goddamn scripted bullshit. Because it's just automatically, like, sticking you to him. Like, so, right here. And you see, I go to take off to my left. But then it brings me back to the right. Even though I'm not even touching him. And so he's, like, running in place until suddenly he cuts out. Like, that's forced fucking
Going out east in the early
3 in the
season.
key.
Let's
That's
take a look at the
forced.
rest.
There's nothing I can do about
Away
that.
so far in
I
the
was
season.
doing the right
Right now,
thing.
They lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record.
That's the kind of shit they gotta fix, where if you're doing the right thing, you shouldn't get screwed over it just so they can have an animation. Or script the game to go a certain
They
way.
made an immediate push toward the top
Really,
of the
that-
standings.
Greg, I wish I could say I saw this coming, but I had
No fucking...
They put it together so early. Tremendous job by the coaching staff.
And when he squares up,
It doesn't
his
even
height
make
makes
sense.
him a tough assignment.
Yeah. Even when you get a hand up, it's hard
Dude.
to really affect his shot.
Now, here's
Fuck
AI.
y'all.
He's got 8.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Clifford. David.
That's right, Kevin. Now you see where the game changes from where it used to be. He said tonight they've got to get back, and if that means giving up offensive rebounds, so be it. He thinks good transition defense is the biggest difference in their chance at winning. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Ball. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon. A nice shot by AI.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Grant outside. He kicks it to Vucevic. His shot is good.
Trying to use right stick defense. It says that's a good shot
Changes of the
contest.
lead here.
And both teams still kind of
That's right
feeling
stick
their
defense.
way through this game.
That shit don't work at all.
Grant against Ball.
Oh, come on, man.
It's stolen by Vucevic. And there's
fuck?
the foul. It'll go on.
I mean, he's not even near rated what I am. How is all this shit like almost the same as mine? He's a pure rebounder. He shouldn't be able to steal the ball from me in the middle of a post.
Lakers leading by 6. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Harris is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's AI in at the center.
Well executed.
Oh my
Rhythm. You've got to finish that.
And now they're gonna give it to him for an easy basket. Yeah, because I did a steal and
Gets the
didn't.
separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back. And how about the 9'6"?
Will you pass the fucking ball? Jesus Christ!
I mean, it's unguardable this close.
I can't even focus now. It's like nothing fucking
Orlando's
works.
gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only getting 1 out of 5 attempts. Isaac misses. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start.
Why are you not making that pass?
Passing here by Los
Why are you
Angeles.
not making the pass? He's got a guy running straight to the paint, wide open, and he just stands there fucking staring. They don't use pixie set, like nothing.
Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for
It's
the layup.
fucking, it just makes you
AI
spam
has got
shit.
the lead up to 6 now
The
for
entire
Los
fucking
Angeles.
time.
The Magic shooting 38%.
'Cause it's the only stuff that actually
Defensively,
works.
they look a little bit confused. Gordon with the screen for Augustine. Outside Gordon.
What was that?
And he could not get that one to go. On a contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on LeBron James.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10" forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
So he makes 1 and 2 as the second one misses.
I just realized how low the sound is. Let me see if I can just set it down here. That would be the best way to do it. There we go. Oh, that shit's going great.
Here's Harris. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Fournier. The Magic trail by 5. Now Isaac. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Oh, he gets in a good position in the post, and the entry feed is there for him.
The Lakers shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit. AI kicks to Kuzma. James outside. He feeds it to AI. Out to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. James outside. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Now, here's AI. Following the miss by Mohamed Bamba. Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Over Harris. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 7 points for Evan Fournier. Lakers leading by 3. James outside. AI sets a screen for LeBron. Kuzma sets a screen. James, no good.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Isaac kicks to Augustine. Gordon a screen. Off the screen. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Augustine.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
The pass to AI. And AI throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here's Fournier. He's got 7. 1:10 left in the first half. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Fournier's got 9.
All about the pick there. I mean, let him set his man and square up for the jump.
Rondo dishes to James. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope checked in. The Magic trail by 4. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Caldwell Pope brings the double team. Got a piece of it.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight with the offensive.
AI passes to James. AI left side. Rebound by the Magic. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from AI. Here's Harris. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
A guy who tells it like it is. Harris isn't afraid to say what's on his mind, especially
around his friends.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Fournier. From deep three-point range, hits the three-point bomb. Fournier's got 7 now in this quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
They haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. And so here's Orlando after the basket by Los Angeles. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Chris, of current players who could eventually become coaches, who would you put in that category? There are a lot of brilliant guys that play this game, think the game through so well.
Chris Paul, Ariza, those guys come to mind for some reason to me. Klay Thompson,
yes,
he comes to mind, and I don't know if it's the personality that I see these guys in, or if it's the way that they approach the game. But yeah, those guys come to mind. I definitely could see them taking the game to another level once their playing days are in.
Now here's AI. Harris kicks to AI. Passes it to LeBron. Kuzma with the screen for LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
At the elbow, it's Bamba. Outside Fournier. Three-pointer Augustine gets the three-pointer to fall. Augustine's got 10 points.
No doubt that was a defensive mistake. You got to have a guy on him at all times.
Rondo passes to James. The dish to AI. Back to LeBron. Again, Los Angeles.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
And Augustine kicks to Bamba. Outside Fournier. Three-pointer Augustine. Rebound the Lakers. AI has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the shot is good. And now a 7-point Laker lead.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Now here is Augustine. He's got 10. And stolen by Kuzma. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Here's Rondo. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Rondo's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Here's Bamba. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
You know, the comparisons to Rudy Gobert are understandable. Bamba's insane reach really helps on both ends of the court.
The Magic making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And he's good on the second. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. LeBron passes to Kuzma. Here's AI. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Mohamed Bamba.
You rarely see a player enter the NBA as polished as Kyle Kuzma did. I mean, he goes beyond the numbers. He simply looked like a 5-year vet from the get-go. He has the makings to be a pretty good player with the start he had.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And Chris, for Kuzma, he has said he is striving to be one of the greats.
Well, Kuzma is a very versatile scorer and plays like a star already. Now, look, he's great with his jump hook or in any ISO situation. He's already exceeded the expectations, but hopes to do even more in the near future. But I would caution you. Your sophomore year, everyone has scouted you and they know your game. Just be ready.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here is Ross after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Vucevic kicks to Grant. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got 7 rebounds in the game. And James throws it down hard.
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
Grant against Ball. Stolen by Ball. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Brandon Ingram comes in for LeBron. And it's Josh Hart in for Harris. Now, here's Ball. This is the most they've led by 13 points. AI passes to Beasley. Fires for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the flow of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
Here's Simmons. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. NBA rosters are turning over faster, it seems, these days. Chris, how much do former teammates know about defending one another? Or is it a non-issue?
Oh, no, it's more than a non-issue, Kevin. You were right in your assumption that, listen, if former teammates, they have a little more inside information. And you know why it matters? Because every day after practice, you know, the first thing guys do after they get their water, they play one-on-one. And so you understand guys' tendencies. You learn how they get into a rhythm. We're all creatures of habit. Let's remember what Kevin Durant did. Remember how he came down on the same end of the floor in the finals and hit the same tough shot over the extended hand that he did? Well, if you notice, he did that on his crossover, that right-to-left setup. And so if you know him, you may know that he's going to do that. And also, you may know that he has a counter just in case. It allows you to keep your hand out the cookie jar, not to gamble. It gives you an educated guess on maybe what some of the greatest offensive players in the world are going to go to next to get that bucket. Any piece of information matters. And yeah, you've been practicing against them. That's a good thing.
Now Gordon Following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Just 5 on the clock. They need this one. Off the left rim and out.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What do the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
Now, here's AI. 21 points in the game, and that one is good by Beasley.
Ooh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Grant dishes to Gordon. Ross against Ingram. 3-pointer. And it's AI with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Vucevic. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket, and yes, it's good.
Now, he's doing what he can do to dig them out of this hole, but I think he's going to have to turn it up even more.
Ball kicks to AI. Sinks that one from the post. AI's got 23.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Grant outside. Picked by Vucevic. To the wing right side. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
Hart, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Gordon with a screen on Ball. And here's Simmons for 3. That shot off the mark. And the Lakers take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Lakers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Shooting for Los Angeles. AI. Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA is going switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of 2 evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Your take is real interesting. Now, here's AI. He's got 23. Count that one.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Magic shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Grant the pass to Gordon. Let's go. And he connects with the jumper. Gordon's got 4 this quarter. Los Angeles leading by 22. Here's Hart. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Launches it. Traps in the tray. Hart's got 6 points.
No doubt that was a defensive mistake. You got to have a guy on him at all times.
Ball against Grant. To the inside, Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You can't pass up a shot from such short range.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, you just have to love the skill Vucevic shows on the offensive end. I mean, he can erupt for big scoring nights if you don't keep him in check, and it gives you a little bit of everything from an offensive standpoint.
Entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Terrence Ross. Evan Fournier is checked in for Jonathan Simmons. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jaren Grant. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Beasley. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Josh Hart. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. They set the pick. Ingram with the steal. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Buries it down low. Rondo's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, you can't let Rondo get free in those situations. He's an absolute terror on the fast break.
Augustine against Rondo. Outside Fournier. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Augustine, that's good.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole here.
Los Angeles has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Ingram right side. McGee sets the pick for Ingram. Back to AI. Feeds it to McGee. Just 3 to shoot. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean,
15 good screens only worth 600. Like, one good practice is worth 7. Like, it doesn't make any sense. The numbers are horrible. You would think you'd get a higher score for doing it in game than you do for doing a practice. Like, I don't know. Oh, I finally got spark plug. Look at that. This should put me up to 88 also, I think. I'm at 88%. So if I get 12% on 87. 16,000, that should do it. Ah, you motherfucker. Yeah, alright. God damn, man. Yeah, I don't care about any of this. You can't, like, do that shit to me, make me 3% short, and then expect me to care about this shit. Like, come on. Let me go do my practices so I can fucking level up. I want to know what my next point is.
Hey, it's Shaq here. I'm calling you Mr. Assertive tonight. Love the way you asserted yourself on the glass. How big a focus is rebounding for you and this team?
Not really.
Well, Shaq, it's something Coach is stressing all the time in practice, so I say it's a pretty big focus for us. You know, one of the things I love about this team is how any one of us is willing to step in and do the dirty work. You know, you saw the result of that tonight.
All I got to say to the fans is Dennis Rodman, watch out.
James kind of does whatever he wants. And sometimes he catches fire and actually makes them. It's pretty much this whole team. Keep it simple.
Okay.
Jesus,
You
man.
really shut them down out there defensively. Does it bother you, though, knowing that that's a part of your game that's been overlooked?
Nah, it doesn't matter to me at all, you know.
Yeah.
You good then? Okay.
I don't know how that was team chemistry, but okay. I gotta say, I'm starting to wonder if, like, maybe the reason they didn't give us the option to skip this shit last year is because they knew we would. Like, we just don't care about this kind of stuff. But without it, like, the game seems kind of bland. I think just knowing it's there, like, helps. Ah, hell, dude, let you in. Nah, there's players. Just not very many. People are like, I ain't playing this shit. You notice I have no tattoos because my fucking tattoos disappeared. I already put in a ticket with 2K, but Lord knows when I'll hear back. It's the second time that's happened. I'm not putting them on again because if I switch back to my shot creator, I'll lose them again. So it's like, just skip tattoos altogether. I do want my refund for only 2K. If I can't use them, I should get a pick. They're like $8 grand a piece. So, yeah, there's that. .5 goes to, I bet, 0.7. Nope, 0.6. All about 2K, they just released a tweet talking about their next basketball game. Like, they've already fucking got it. person better drop me up to 97.8 or 97 point. It better bump me up to 98 because the last one only put me up like a point. No, that's weird. It was 97.6 and it jumped to 80. Something, I don't know. Something's weird about this shit. But it says one thing, and then it says another. Right, we'll go to a practice and that'll put us there. Basheezy. Tired looking at that 87. Gotta get rid of it. Diggity dog. Oh shit, is my dog outside? I think I need to go get my mutt. Do that while this is loading.
How's it going? Hey, what's up, man? Can you help me stretch my arm out real quick?
Yeah.
No problem.
What are you work on today besides this?
Try to get some shots up.
All right. What's that?
That's good.
Cool.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see here. Let's level up. Let's practice the level up. What I want to do. Notice I never use drop step because I can't. I don't know what's wrong with the practice. I can't get it to work. Anything close? I don't have anything that's even close. I'm in that mid-area grind where it's like, I don't know, it just fucking sucks. Let's try this one more time.
Hey, all right, AI. I see you want to
Probably
work on
won't get enough
finishing
to
at the
level
hoop.
up.
Let's get started.
Alright, what do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Post up and hold the left or right. Oh, hold left or right on the left stick. Toward the hoop. Then tap square to shoot. Tap square.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Like, if I tap square, he does a pump fake.
Give me that.
Is that what it's trying to get me to do? An up and under?
Really, AI?
Like, I don't know what you want me to do, man. What the fuck? I'm doing what you fucking tell me to do. I don't know what it wants me to do. I really don't fucking know what it wants me to do. So it wants me to tap at square, then shoot. Okay, well you could have fucking said that. Like, some of these practices are ridiculous. They just don't really tell you what they want you to do. That's not gonna be. Oh, that is a drop step. Okay.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Well, fuck, dude, I do those all the time. Why have I not gotten any XP? If I knew that was it, I could have been doing that the whole time. I know how to do. I don't suck at the game. I know how to do this shit. It just doesn't tell me.
Let's go.
Well, I'm not gonna get shit for this practice, but at least I know how to do this now.
Pretend
Maybe.
it never happened and
If I
get
get
at
the
it again
fucking
next time.
I really need difficult shots is what I need. I know that's what's killing me. Hey, I got 100 on the drop step. What a fucking joke. Watch me do all 4 practices and not get enough to fucking. That would be funny.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
I wonder if you can do the same glitch with this that you can with the post spin. I should try it. Let's see if you can. Oh shit. Oh shit. You totally can. 2K, you guys are fucking idiots. You guys, I can shoot all these uncontested because you can glitch it. I didn't know you could glitch it. Alright, cool beans. I'll have this badge in no time. Probably by like next practice. Unless I miss some of this. Oh, I can't believe this. I've been not doing this badge the whole time because I couldn't figure out how to do it. Because it doesn't explain it right. Like if you look at it, it just says the tap square to shoot. It doesn't say tap square to do the hop and then press square to shoot. Like it's just, I don't know, maybe it's me, but that doesn't describe things very well.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Oh my god, really? Like why do I still have 1 star? I only have 1 more chance remaining and I still only have 1 star. I've made all but 1 of these. What the
I know
fuck,
high school JV players that could have outplayed you today.
Dude, what the fuck, man? They're all drop step scores. Like, I don't know what the fuck you want. That's why I didn't do it. Because this shit is broke as fuck. That thing is broke as fuck. I just scored all but 1 of them. And it gave me 1 star. Like, goddamn, man. 2K, is there anything in this game that's not fucking broke? Let's at least go get enough so I can level up. This is goddamn ridiculous.
Hey, AI, finishing at the rim is still an art.
Fucking
Let's get
hell,
this going.
man.
Focus, focus! Where is that? Yeah, let's go, let's do it!
I mean, it even put me in the bonus, so it was saying that I was doing it right. That's just fucking broke. It's just broke. It's just little things like that people aren't even talking about because of how much the big shit is broke.
Keep it going.
How did this game even make it? Like, how did it even make it to release? None of the testers, like, look at it and say, hey, like, 90% of this game's really fucked up, man. I mean, tattoos disappear and they haven't even responded to me about the tattoos disappearing. Like, that's crazy. Like, that was 16,000 worth of VC. Twice. And they haven't even responded back. Like, it's crazy. If you don't think their shit's broke, like, you saw what happened on the last exercise, and you can see what I'm doing here. Like, just glitching it, just don't run them right by you. This ain't my fault. Like, I'm not doing anything, like, out of the ordinary. Like, if I was posted up in the paint, and I got a guy that big holding straight to the triangle ball center, like, that's basketball 101. You don't try to go right at him, you're not gonna be able to get past him.
Practice how you play, guys. Come on.
Hey, hit me up.
And they're like, we're gonna buff your ability to block, but not really. We're gonna tell you there's a patch today, but we're not releasing it until late as fucking night. See, like, what the fuck, man? There's no motivation. Like, I just literally have no motivation. I don't want to do that because I need the fucking points. I'm trying to level up. I don't want to have to do 30,000.
Hey, all right, AI. I see you want to work on finishing at the hoop. Let's get started.
I don't understand how. I fucked that one up. I can't believe it's still in.
Chemistry in motion, AI.
Why don't I have 3 stars?
Okay, keep it moving, fellas. Come on now.
Next time, man. Next time.
My God, so 1,400 my points wasn't even worth 1%. That's fucking insane. Get the fuck away from me, dude. Get away, dude. Come on, I don't want to do this bullshit. This game is really pissing me off. I hate you two, guys. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. Let's go get paid. Imagine how much money you'd make 2K if you let us just buy our way to 99. Imagine how much money they could make. Now we're talking 99 overall cost.
What's up, AI? Got that Foot Locker money for you.
That is what I'm here for.
There you go.
Word. Thank you.
That's right, max deal. Savage. Oh. Yeah, we're back up over 40,000 again. That dude, 67 overall, he's straight working. He's like, I ain't giving you shit, 2K. He's smart because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Stats don't really matter. Pretty much at all. It's kind of sad. The only thing that matters is your badges. I guess that's kind of the way it was last year, too. So. Oh my God. It's so slow. It's so slow. It makes me sad. I'm sorry, I'm not playing no game. I'm at 99%. Like, 1%. Come on. It's probably like 3 or 4 of these fucking things. Because, I mean, 99%. Like, I'm right there. I want to know what my first post up, my 88 overall post up numbers are. It's got to give me something good. Like, hopefully it maxes out my post. If it does that, oh, it's game on. I'm gonna fuck some shit up. Probably think this thing is accurate. I think it's just jumping all over the place. I mean, I'm not doing it, like, I didn't record this and then change it up. This is live stream. I guess maybe if it jumps to 93 here, it just on lows. Like, it didn't quite make it. I know I was getting more than a point. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's giving me 0.1% every time. Wow. Wow, that's fucking nuts, man. What a bitch move. Like, that's, seriously right now? I don't understand this grind. I really don't. Like, why does it keep feeling like it's getting worse and worse and worse? You had like 100 people hit 99 last week. Like, that's it. Out of the hundreds of thousands that play this game, that means people are not completing their game. They're not continuing to play. Maybe you should do something differently. God damn, that makes me mad. Like, I gotta sit here and watch this shit. That one jumped 2. So what? Like, if it was one that jumped 2, and then one that went 1, and then one that jumped 2, that would make sense. But to have 2 of them in a row will only give me 1%, and then the next one jumps me 2%. That doesn't make any sense. Mathematically, that doesn't add up. It's literally getting 4 out of 5. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know how they're doing this. Like, how they experience this being talented. dunker like Shaq. Like that's the reason Shaq was able to do what he did is because he was huge and crazy powerful. He wasn't pulling off post spins and step back J's and shit. I don't think people really understand what a post scorer is. They think it's somebody who scores in the post, and that's not exactly what it is. It's an athletic big man who's really strong and can move around you in the post, can manipulate the post, and able to get an open shot, not to force it to the rim. Like you notice a lot of times I pull back for just easy layups or like just try to hook it over them, and a lot of times I miss them. But it's because I know if I try and force the dunk, I'm gonna get the shit knocked out of me. So if that's continuously happening to you, you understand, like, I'm doing that. It's not what a post scorer is. Then again, the guy I was talking about, like, I've only seen him play in the park. So that may just be his thing. Maybe being, like, that big in the park is a good thing. I don't think it is. I'm here to play the career, like I am. How many NBA players you see out in the park just playing around? Man, I'm a motherfucking professional. You gotta pay me. 99.8. I bet it's gonna make me do 2 more. I bet it's gonna make me do 2 more. It won't give me the full 2% for the last one. I know it won't. Because it's a dick. Please, give me 2% when you're done. Come on. You can do it. Let's talk this motherfucker in. I'm about to get a cup of coffee. I really don't have to worry about this. I'm gonna just level up and then go to the next one. Pretty please. I beg you, be nice to me once. You're a dick, 2K. You're a fucking dick, 2K. Everything about you is dick-like. I don't want to screw everybody down, so I think I don't want to eat it. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna show it. My fingers were like numb at this point. Alright. I know that did it. I'm getting my cup of coffee. You're a dick, 2K. I just want to let you know that. Big dick. Big dick head. I'd be so mad if it didn't do it again. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, stuck me at 99. Oh, I didn't even see. What did it give me? It gave me a bunch of that mid shit that I don't really need. I knew that's what it was gonna do. I knew it was gonna be something good. Didn't get my 99 overall post. Got our 3-point shot from 58 to 60, 60 to 61, and 58 to 60. And then ball handling. It's a little bit of a jump. Steals. And our vertical went from a 58 to a 60. Now they do talk about how good my vertical is. So apparently a 60 vertical for a big man is like really good. So, I don't know, but yeah. That's kind of, I don't know, those are shit stats. Hopefully the next one's better. 88.5. That's what I want. I want that fucking post. You see, it's at 95s all the way across. The next one, I only have one thing left, so it should be, it's got to be 5. It's got to be, because I know that my post fadeaway and my post control are both 99. That was with the way I built it. So, I don't know, but hey, finally we hit 88 overall. I'm going to go heat up my cup of coffee. Start the next game. 88, baby. Oh, it sucks. I have like 2 other players that are 88s overall, so it's really not good to do. Let's go play Miami. That's a good way to cap it off. Fuck with Miami. Ah, God. Sorry.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Trying to keep the mic right for you.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers with some momentum in their favor. They're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season. An encouraging sign for the players and the front office. And one of the feel-good stories of the year, the emergence of AI. Worked his way through the G League, landed on an NBA roster. Shaq, you get to watch him tonight.
First of all, I don't see why he was even in the G League. Because only a handful of guys come out the G League every year and stick on the NBA roster. Trust me, this guy's like double-sided tape. He gonna be sticking, Ernie.
Oh, I've been sitting on that one for a while.
For a long
Yes,
time.
beat that.
Well, I'll tell you what. The level of play, though, in the G League has improved every year. Fantastic games. This really prepares you for the NBA. And you know what it's like, Ernie?
No. What is it like?
It's like a shoe with no sole. You're going to feel the ground and stick, baby. Feel the ground and stick.
Ernie, you know his real name?
What's that?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, that's much better than what I said.
That was some weak stuff right there. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Let's get it on.
Let's just go.
Nothing goes together like the Heat and Miami as we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena. A time-honored tradition. We are as hard as he works, great that he takes care of himself too. DA, thank you. Already, Brent, we've seen a changing of the guard of some teams where a new player is now the #1 option.
Well, I expected that this year we were going to have some of this take place. A lot of the reason why I would point to it is that you had 9 new coaches in the NBA this year. So there's going to be opportunity on some of those teams for somebody to take advantage of a new offense, a new way to play, a new way to get up and down the floor. And with that opportunity, some guys are taking full advantage
I
of it.
love the new opportunities, though, for some players that may have been pushed to the side a bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I like the opportunity maybe for some of these teams to start changing some of the older guard with their squad. Maybe come trade deadline, I think this year there's going to be a lot of movement.
Who am I facing off against here? Jesus. Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. Who names their kid Hassan? Like, that's kind of crazy. Let's see here. He's not a shooter. He does have inside layup game comparable to mine. His stats really aren't that good from what I'm seeing right here. Ah, there you go. Yeah, he's going to be killing me all game with that fucking rebound shit. And he outweighs me, which means he's probably stronger than I am. How is he so fast? Jesus Christ. See, this is what I don't get. You cannot have over 60 speed with anyone over 7 foot. That build does not exist in the game. Yet, here it is, 7 foot tall, 265, heavy as I am. And he's got a 69 overall speed. 89 strength. I don't know about that shit. That shit doesn't look right. I've got a 90 strength with a 66 speed. That's 6'11", 265. So we're exactly the same weight. It's just
Come February, because of those coaching changes.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Harris. And it's AI in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Steph Curry's in here.
Passes to Richardson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
There's a lot of these players that builds that don't exist in the game. Because you could make him mid-range sharp, but he would only be like 90 in one and 85 or something.
Weber against Rondo.
That's the whole point of making a pure player is that's what he specializes in. So
Weber inside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I can already tell.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played.
I'm stronger than him, and he's actually in the same way.
AI outside. Pass to Kuzma. Back to AI. Fires from 14 and off the glass. That one's good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
I thought we were getting an update today. He's not.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Whiteside dishes to Ellington.
I'm sorry, that guy can have shots. He's too big to be leaving this place.
Johnson against Kuzma. Richardson gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Richardson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Rondo kicks to Harris. And there's the pass to AI. And stolen by Whiteside. Here's Johnson. And a great assist by Weber.
What the fuck, man? That's a block all day. Seriously? This is what I'm talking about. This shit makes no sense. And I thought we were supposed to get an update today. Are you serious?
That one goes in.
I'm just not lying.
Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Harris passes to AI. Fades back, and again it's the Lakers.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
You're right. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. Rebound the Lakers. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, two clubs that rarely face off, East versus West. This is going to be a nice treat for the fans.
Kicking off this two-game season series, I expect a lot of feeling out by both teams and the coaching staff, and then a number of subsequent adjustments in this one.
Brent, the Heat with an experienced front office and one of the best young coaches in the league in Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, Spo has done a remarkable job. Tremendous amount of respect around the league for the way that Eric Spoelstra goes about his business, the way he handled the title runs and all those personalities and those dynamics. He has been fantastic and will coach in Miami for as long as he wants to. The way he goes about it is pride, work, and respect for anybody that walks through those locker room doors.
Pass to Ellington. Kuzma against Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer Ellington. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably one or two possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Josh Richardson, the 40th overall pick, Brent, back in 2015, a hardworking young player who's had a lot of good veteran mentors in this Miami Heat locker room.
Yeah, and he took advantage not only of what Dwayne Wade said to him, but the time that Dwayne Wade wasn't playing, he stepped in and seized an opportunity to get those minutes. He's had some scorching hot shooting numbers, too. His rookie year was phenomenal, and it came in and drew attention from guys from the three-point line, so looking to be consistent on that end.
And the first one at the line is good.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240, and in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Richardson. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. James, the pass to AI. The kick out to LeBron. AI outside. James trying to free himself up. And AI gets it to go on the assist by James.
Well, how about LeBron reading the defense, waiting and being patient there until the gap opened up to deliver.
Right side a screen. Ellington with it. Picked up by Harris. Richardson the pass to Weber. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Toronto. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Miami, they're 10th best in the conference.
And I think for Miami, they haven't packed any big surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
And based on their early returns, it's really hard to see that position changing very much in one direction or another. I see them as a team that's right there in the middle of the pack, but not one that's ready to make any leap this year.
Now, here's Ellington, guarded by Harris, and the three ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Passes it to LeBron. Over Richardson. James misses.
Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
He's made him at all.
Ellington kicks to Richardson. Here's Johnson. A beautiful reverse layup. Johnson's got 8.
Nice job getting to the basket. When Johnson has a good look, he doesn't pass it up.
LeBron right side. Over Richardson. James,
What
no
are you
good.
doing, LeBron?
Just doesn't seem to be
What
shooting
the
it with
fuck?
confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
Yeah, they are. Like, what the hell?
Kicks it out to Richardson. Lets it go with the three. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
To the paint. In the corner, it's Harris.
Dude, get off me. I can't get out of the paint. It, like, literally wouldn't let me out of the paint. What is he? He's, like, running around doing his own thing.
Shot to stop the run, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
This is some
But
forced
those kind of shots should come with a warning label. Caution, Hassan Whiteside is around. He's simply one of the best shot blockers in the league.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat, but I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that?
Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders, and you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout. Yet they stuck with him, they kept tabs on him, and they brought him in, and they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hart's checked in. Back to AI. 6 to shoot. Ingram wide open. Gets a very good look and converts. Ingram's got his first 2 points of the night. And here are the Heat. They're on a 12-4 run.
Shouldn't be that hard. Other basketball games have already done it.
There's Winslow. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
Here's Waiters.
Come on.
But they'll get another chance. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The Lakers, number 1.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
AI dishes to Ingram.
Oh, come on.
Stolen by Wiggins.
Come on, man.
He kicks to Winslow to the inside. And that one is hammered home.
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Here's AI. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Turn around.
Waiters no luck.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
I can't
Last
control
outing for
anything.
Miami, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
The game is literally just doing whatever it wants.
And here's Weber. Screen by Olynyk. Weber with it. Pass to Waiters. Olynyk sets a screen for Waiters. And it's Miami with another.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And it's because it's like forcing
LeBron kicks to AI.
and then triple teaming me every time. Can somebody break to the rim? Will somebody
Back to LeBron.
break to the fucking rim?
Off
Instead
target
of
from three-point
LeBron
range.
missing
Yeah,
another
his shot
shot.
just doesn't
wide
seem to be
open.
synced up right now. Here's hoping he
This
finds
is
it soon because his team is
ridiculous. What the
really going to
fuck
need that
is
production
going on?
tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the...
Dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, my guys won't make anything. They're triple teaming me, leaving my guys wide open while they go on this threes run. They literally have hit how many threes now? 3 of 4. And the last 3 have been 3 in a row. And we are now 7 of 13. Because LeBron just keeps missing over and over and over again. Yeah, if you look at turnovers, points off turnovers, They've gotten 3 straight threes off turnovers in this run. This is not, I'm not just complaining to complain. I'm telling you, this is a fucking forced run.
The ball without any
This is
thought,
what we're talking about
without
when we say
any
the game is
individual
scripted.
agendas.
People don't understand what that means. They're like, this isn't like a story. Like,
And
what are you
after the
talking about?
Lakers
This is
landed
what we're talking about.
LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. And Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end. And LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Lakers. AI passes to Hart. AI kicks to Ingram.
I'm telling you, it's fucked up right now. Something's not right. This is what you do, dude. Are you
Over
really
Winslow.
trying to shoot it
The
right?
putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance
that's
points really
ridiculous.
become almost
Oh, I
like
can't
bonus
even, like,
points when you
literally
can get
one
them.
thing after a fucking thing.
Now, here is Weber. And the pass to Olynyk. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Lakers.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
Hart kicks to Ingram.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again. He did it again.
And a little luck that time, but it
They're
drops.
fucking getting
Ingram's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Los Angeles. Now here's Waiters. He's tightly guarded. Pass to
Keeps
Olynyk.
doing that to me. Like, it won't let me do it.
Olynyk, a screen on Ingram. Beasley against Winslow. Screen by Olynyk. Nailed from three-point land. Winslow's got his first 3 points of the game.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Lakers passing it around, and that's a bounds. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks.
You can't tell
so
me
for David
LeBron
Aldridge,
missing 4
Greg
fucking
Anthony,
shots in a
Brett
row.
Barry, and the whole
And them
2K
hitting
Sports
4
crew.
threes in a
This
row
is Kevin
isn't
Harlan
scripted
thanking you.
bullshit. It's scripted. Fuck off. I understand they have to script a little bit. Why do I have a white beard all of a sudden? This shit is so fucking broke.
By position or?
In so many ways. Like, Jesus
Michael Jordan.
Christ. No, I don't want to do
AI.
a fucking interview.
AI.
Like,
That
this
had
is
to
what
be
I'm
embarrassing.
like, why would I care? Why would I fucking care?
Come on.
Let me
Digging
guess.
this off it.
Teammate chemistry. Oh, who'd have thunk it if you press down, it's teammate chemistry every fucking time. There's no reason to even watch that shit. Like, it's just dumb bullshit. I'm sorry, that last game, like, that was so fucking obvious. That was so fucking obvious. I guess maybe when they're going against LeBron, they have to literally turn the scaling all the way to the max. Like, that's the only way, is just to shut him off or something. Like, I don't know. But that right there was ridiculous. 4 misses in a row by LeBron. 4 fucking misses in a row by LeBron. Wide open on a couple of them. And 4 threes hitting in a row by the other team. That's scripted as fuck. And you can fuck off with that shit. Nah. Did it even give me my practices back? Because a lot of times when you sim the game, you won't get any practices. It doesn't give them to you. Oh my god, it didn't. It didn't give me the practices. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I got no interest in this game anymore. This has been literally like the last 4 or 5 times I've played it. It's just been horrible. It's just bad after bad after bad. Tattoos fucking disappearing, you notice. Like, it's just, this game's garbage. This is so much worse than last year. Fuck you, 2K. you got me for my money. You're not gonna give me